Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday. Unfortunately, the S&P 500 was down 1.3% today. This was one of those days where there's so much happening this week. I think people are taking some of the risk off the table. We saw things such as the tech stocks on the NASDAQ drop even farther. Not unusual for a week like this because we have big companies like Apple and Google and Meta reporting earnings. They have huge positions in these different indexes. So it'll matter what they say as far as that goes. On top of that, we have the federal funds meeting, the Federal Reserve meeting today, talking about Fed funds rate. Expectation is 1/4 point increase, but there's some fear about what will be said. The Fed has been quite negative, has, had oftentimes at least a temporary downward put pressure on the market. And then on Friday, we get the jobs report for how many jobs were created last month. And that's a really big deal that the market looks at also. So all of these could be surprises one way or another, but generally the market likes some, transparency, which we might get later on in this week or after this week. And so they tend to pull back on some of the things that they're worried about in terms of risk before that. So this is not an unusual downturn by any stretch of imagination. Had a pretty good run last week. So coming back a little bit, did kind of bounce off that 4,100 level or very close to it again for the third time. So there's a lot of sellers there that are kind of keeping the price from going higher, but we keep hitting it. So eventually we should be drying up those sellers at some point here. So altogether, not a terrible day, especially considering how the market has been doing so far this year. Very interesting to see what happens this week. And I look forward to talking to you about that as it happens. Talk to you then. Thank you.